The average driver spends over 17,000 minutes in their car each year. For many, the car is the ultimate accessory, and the sky is the limit as to how much people will spend on them. And while the suburbs of Southern Ontario continue to grow, popping up are more and more exclusive car clubs and events. Like a scene out of the Fast and the Furious, today, we're seeing more car parties, high-end rallies, races, and car shows in public parking lots. The suburban car scene has never been more vibrant and diverse. Ghostrider is a legend in the car scene. No one really knows too much about him, except he has more money than God and owns 27 of the coolest cars you've ever seen. Last week, Ghostrider and his crew were busted for stunt driving. 34 luxury cars were pulled over, and 12 were impounded for 7 days. The police shut down an entire highway just to catch them. Ghostrider's car was taken to a rundown tow yard in the middle of nowhere, and his license was suspended. Until now. I got in contact with a guy who calls himself Ghostrider. He's part of an exotic car crew called NFR, which is short for North Face Rally. So today, 30 of them are gonna be rallying for 4 hours to Ottawa, to a racetrack, and I am gonna be riding shotgun in his Lamborghini. What inspired the face mask?
Oh, it's a long story. I don't like social media, so I started wearing a mask. So people started calling me Ghostrider, and that's what it is. Stuck to it.
Right now they're putting stickers all over the whip. So are these stickers like all sponsors or kind of like everybody that's in the community?
Yeah. Most of the guys that are part of the club,
yeah,
they have their own businesses.
So you guys kind of promote everyone's business through the stickers?
Exactly.
That's pretty dope.
But they sponsor their rally as well, so.
Oh, okay. Ghostrider's NFR events are essentially a spin-off of Gumball 3000, a 3,000-mile European rally that costs about $100,000 to enter, and are driven by celebrities like Guy Ritchie and David Hasselhoff. Rallying is a form of motorsport that takes place on public and private roads. And although participants have been known to get some crazy speeding tickets, it's less about racing and more about showing off your $400,000 ride by cruising from destination to destination. Is the track where everyone kind of shows off like how their cars really run?
It's not about showing off. On the track, we actually find out who's good.
You know, the police, you know, you guys are all driving all at once at different speeds and things of that. Does it attract a lot of attention from like, you know, cops kind of like?
It does, but most of the time we've experienced the contrary of what we expected. Like last rally, we had cops pulling us over, like 10, 15 of us, so they can take a look at the cars. So there's a bit of a leniency, I guess.
I get you. Ferrari?
Yeah.
Ferrari?
458, Hurricane.
What made you bring out this Lambo?
Ferrari is classic, but you can't put the Ferrari through what the Lambo goes through.
Damn.
Especially the Hurricane now, right?
Are you gonna scare the shit out of me?
I'll drive. If you get scared or not, it's up to you.
Coming out the driveway, sunshine top down, and we all on fleek. Get up out my way.
Chris, you're taking my Lambo virginity. All right, here we go.
Busy, trying to get it in the streets. Trying to get 'em out. Meet me in the spot.
Jeez. That kick is crazy, you know? That kick is crazy.
We ain't trying to be boring. Get it now. Gather round. Don't settle down. Turn around. We about it now.
What kind of car is that?
It's a GTR.
Yeah.
He paid 180 grand for that. He put another 60, 70 into it.
So in total, that car costs over 200,000.
Yeah. Quarter mil.
How do most people get these cars? Is it family inheritance? Like, is
You
it?
get all kind of walks there. People in business, people really hard working for it, people working 2 jobs. There's guys that get their cars bought by the parents. But he, for example, all hard work.
Yeah, I'm living life bang. Trying to make it better anywhere. This whatever I want.
When I grew up,
Matter what you might say.
dentists, lawyers, engineers, people that have big businesses,
Yeah.
people that are generally 45, 50 or older, have their Lambo in the garage, take it out here and there, their wife, their son, their daughter for ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
It's true.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
We got here 19 years old kids driving a $1 million Lamborghini.
We ain't trying to be boring. Get it now. Gather round. Don't settle down.
But it must be a really good feeling. Being 26 with a Lambo is something, but 26 with like 27 whips, you know, your life is basically like, you know, steady, you know, congrats to you.
Don't get me wrong, not all my 27 whips are 300-400 and up.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that.
I'm doing 87 in the left lane of the 401.
Good, Aman. Keep it up till everybody is together.
Yeah, that's it. No, is it?
They're behind us.
Oh, they're behind us. Okay.
Gracias, amigo.
Like you want something, I don't wanna be around. So do you want something? Did you want something?
But I always think about, like, you know, you just having this need for speed, like, I don't know, you know, girlfriends, wives and stuff, like, don't they get scared for you sometimes? Like,
My wife, before we got married, she's been always in my cars, and she kind of likes speed too, but not like I do. But she has an understanding for it.
Guys, there's a cop, don't speed.
is that a cop alert?
Naz, is he following us?
He just pulled into the gas station. He just pulled into the gas station behind the Lambo.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. I just need to have a word with you.
Yeah.
I won't leave it in your car there.
Okay.
Do you have your license handy, first of all?
Yeah, I do.
We got a complaint about your driving, like not yours in particular, but everybody's.
Okay.
So I thought I'll just speak to you and maybe
Oh, yeah.
spread the word around.
No
I'll tell
problem.
you flat out, nobody's getting a ticket, so
Okay.
it's more just asking for your help.
No, we do.
What happened is you guys passed a police officer.
Yeah.
He got a complaint that you guys were blocking traffic, I guess not letting people by. I'm not as worried about that. What I am worried about is he said not every, or most cars didn't even move over. So I don't know which cars. We're not looking to make a big federal case.
No problem.
But what-
I'll talk to the team and I'll make sure
Excellent.
that doesn't happen again.
And that's all there is to it.
Great.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
What is, it's a car rally?
We're rallying up to Kalabugi to the racetrack,
Okay,
so everybody's just a bit excited.
Oh, yeah.
We'll try to obey the law, but
yeah.
you know.
What does a car like this go for?
this one about 400.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're all jealous. Like I said, we'll
No
never be
need to-
driving.
you know what?
but
Let's
admire
do this.
yours. Very nice. What do you do for a living?
I have a couple of businesses.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Try it,
Try it.
please.
All right.
Come take a seat. Come take a seat. Nice.
Get it?
You gotta lead in. You gotta lead in.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
a walk with that
That's
job.
interesting.
Wow. That's almost as mean sounding as my cruiser.
Come on. Have fun.
Wow.
Rafa,
That's a
this is
feeling.
nothing.
I'm just gonna go around the block.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Please do that.
So you'll make sure I
This
do
is
this right.
exciting. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm
Okay.
watching.
So we got to get our seatbelts on.
Yes, the seatbelt is on. That's
All right.
Safety comes first.
Safety first. Okay.
We move it.
Boy, this thing really flies.
It really does. It really does. It really does.
Can't believe the speed.
Do you think you would be driving a Lambo on duty today?
When I woke up, I did not know I was going to be driving a Lamborghini. My boss didn't know either.
No, I didn't.
I don't think he still liked this. The fastest car I've ever driven was a Corvette, the ZR1,
Okay.
500 horsepower. It was very different than this, and even that was fast. I don't know where the signal is.
That's a bit.
I just failed the signal.
No. You getting into policing? Do you also have a need for speed a bit?
Need for speed?
Yeah.
I can't say I mind speeding. I mean, we obviously have to have a reason to do it.
Exactly, most definitely.
But do I like it? Yeah, I got used to it. It's all right. So I'm just gonna turn around and head back. I can get used to this.
I can see that. You learn how to drive it pretty quickly.
Seriously, there's no signal?
I really don't.
No.
Not too sure.
You're gonna have to pull in here. Oh, what an opportunity.
Opportunity for me too. I'm in a Lambo driving with a cop today.
Yeah, that's not what you expected either.
Not what I expected on a day like today. Nope.
Officer, can you put the window up? And just read this for me.
Let me guess, license and registration. That is awesome. Oh, that is good. Okay. How do I put this baby in park?
There's a park
Peak?
button. Yes.
All right, nailed
Of you.
it. Wow,
How was it?
that was good. That was really good. It's as fast as my Honda Civic. That's like driving the space shuttle.
Yeah. Hey, Marlon, can I take a picture with him, please? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. If everybody's driving safely, we're happy to see that. Yeah, we could admire those cars like anybody, but just nice to see everybody driving safely.
Thank you, officer.
Oh, thank you.
Really appreciate that.
That was an
Thanks.
experience. Thank you.
So sick. I still can't get over it.
I'm still on it too. I witnessed everything, yo.
I don't know what kind of a cop is gonna walk up to you, right? He sees a mask and he's like, okay, you're wearing that because you're speeding.
Because what gang you in and shit.
Yeah, like,
After driving a distance of over 400 kilometers, we finally reached the destination, our racetrack just outside of Ottawa. Ghostrider and NFR rented out the entire track, and that ain't cheap. Here, right now, we're in Calabogie at this racetrack, and these guys are gonna push their cars to the limit. Now, it's a very competitive thing, you know. Guys have been revving up right now, as you can see on the floor. They're warming up their tires. That is a Ferrari right there. He is doing donuts in a Ferrari. So basically, I'm about to get in the passenger seat with some of these maniacs, and hopefully I don't die, but you guys will come along for the adventure. I think he's waiting for me. Let's go check him out.
Majority of our guys, we meet them from different events or and so forth. But it's not just, you know, a group of guys with exotic cars that get together and do this. Of course, it's now become a family where a good network of people get together and you can make something out of that. It's privilege, but we can't limit it to just that. You do have to appreciate the fact that a lot of them are doing very impressive things to get where they have today. Every day you meet someone new that are coming up with, you know, new ideas or new ways of just making money. And it's like, wow, this is amazing.
interesting thing today, you know, when the cop pulled us over there.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that there's a difference in the way law enforcement treats, you know, individuals with nice cars such as your own?
At the end of the day, it's not the car, it's the person,
Yes.
right? The person himself, he is a very, very kind person. If he came off the wrong way, rubbed off on the officer in a way where, hey, I'm kind of better than you, I own a Lamborghini, that's a whole different chapter, right? You know, then you're gonna get that treatment from the officer. And you wouldn't blame him either. I think it's just, at the end of the day, how you talk to him.
Exactly.
That's
how
it.
you approach people. Be straight up and say, hey, officer, I screwed up. At the end of the day, it's easier. It's better to tell the truth in line. And it's proven for anything that we have done in life. So.
Telling the truth to a cop makes sense, but driving a fancy car isn't always a get-out-of-jail-free card. Unfortunately for NFR, their strategy for handling the police isn't always a guarantee that they'll stay out of trouble.
An unexpected scene on Highway 400 near Barrie earlier this afternoon, where the OPP pulled over at least a dozen luxury cars and pulled them off the road after reports of dangerous and erratic driving.
Calls have been coming in all morning long for a number of high-end cars, as many as 20 or 30.
Racing, cutting people off, driving, passing on shoulders. 12 of them were charged with stunt driving. The drivers received a 7-day license suspension and a 7-day impoundment on the vehicles.
The OPP closed off Highway 400 and had all the traffic come through single file and then picked off the cars one by one by one.
The safety aspect's the most important. Stunt driving is one of the OPP's priorities.
OPP say they think they may have prevented a tragedy from happening here this afternoon. Kevin Frankish in Barrie, City News.
We're up north at an impound yard.
Yeah.
What is it that you know is going on here?
I had to pick up my Lamborghini they took away from me for a week. As of an hour ago, my suspension is lifted. I can legally drive again.
The law that pulled you over Project Erase, you know, that's the law that basically if you're going over 50 kilometers over the speed limit, they'll impound your car. How do you feel about the law? Do you think it's something that's needed?
The law is needed, absolutely. But me personally, I think this car was targeted.
I see.
This car gets a lot of attention, especially with these decals and everything. It's all over social media. There were videos that were, you know, published during the winter, you know, drifting it and everything, which was on private property. We had even police officers watching us. So all this, and when this happened, I tried to ask the police officer, on what grounds are you towing this car? Oh, we have witnesses pointing at you saying, this gentleman almost drove me off the street. This gentleman almost crashed into my car. This gentleman was cutting me in. I just stood there, I'm like, okay, heard that, turned around and walked away. I didn't want to get into an argument or anything with the officer, right? I think car season started. People are trying to make a statement by taking away these cars and scare the community. And just because certain cops target us, then, you know, we're not gonna change.